We train because, you know, the battlefield's constantly changing. I remember quite recently I heard about having a career field specific UTA, and then it never really occurred to me what that was, because every UTA we're up here, we're doing our career field specific training. It takes, you know, there's millions of different ordnance out there. There's thousands of ways to make a bomb. There's thousands of ways somebody can be creative and then think of a way to end someone else's life, cause chaos, cause terrorism amongst the populace. And we constantly need to train on new methods that people are using, ordnance that might be from, you know, 70, 80, 100 years ago.
The Reserve EOD program started in 1995, and I was fortunate enough to find the Reserve EOD program in 1995. So I've been here since the McChord 446 EOD flight opened up. So I have a lot of ownership of not just the Reserve EOD program, but specifically the 446 EOD flight. And I've lived through all the accolades that we've received over the years and been part of all of those. And so it does have a deep meaning for me, and a huge sense of pride to have been part of this unit. The interesting part about McChord is there's no other Reserve EOD forces in the region. Oregon has none. Washington would have none if we leave. Idaho, Montana. You have to get all the way down to Travis Air Force Base before you hit another Reserve EOD unit. And right now we draw from Spokane, Portland, Seattle, Tacoma. Pretty much all of Western Washington is where we draw our recruiting base from. I have people in my unit that travel 5 hours for a UTA. Losing this location is going to remove that entire recruiting area from the Reserve EOD family.
.446th EOD, Explosive Ordnance Disposal Flight. They are a part of our 446th Civil Engineer Squadron, and they provide the Air Force Reserve's only EOD capability in the Pacific Northwest. And there's several advantages to the EOD flight being here at McChord. We work closely with our joint partners over on the Army side. We're able to train with them and augment them. We're also able to support the airfield mission here at McChord, where C-17 could possibly have a hung flare problem, and our EOD would be able to assist and provide specialized support in that airfield.
You know, I've been involved in IED blasts. In 2006, I was involved in an IED strike on my vehicle. Minor injuries. Some of the guys in my vehicle got a little bit worse injured. It makes you realize how dangerous the career field is, and how important it is that the job we do actually saves lives. And the less IEDs out there, the better able our troops are to maneuver without fear. Being an EOD tech means you have to have absolute confidence in everything you do. The minute you leave your vehicle as an EOD team leader and go downrange an IED, there's nobody else to help. It's you against that bomb maker and the device that he built. And so you have to have absolute confidence in the decisions you make. And so transferring that to any form of life, I have confidence that the decision I make is going to be the right one. And if it's not, I can own up to it and say, okay, I learned from that situation, and I'll never make that mistake again. In EOD, you don't get a second shot. You make a bad choice, it's final. The device will kill you. So I think that's the biggest thing, is confidence. This is a career field that when you're successful at, it's tangible. There's tangible, you can defeat an IED and know that you're successful. You can do a post-blast investigation on an IED in a war zone, figure out who was planning it, and target them and stop them from hurting any more U.S. troops. That's a tangible effect. And this career field's provided that for me. I have a lot of experience over the years, and every one of them has allowed me to grow in some way, personally or professionally.
When I went through tech school, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And, you know, coming through that successfully, made me so much a stronger person, made me confident in what I do, made me a little bit more bold in, you know, the risks I take in life, because I know more about myself. I know more about what I can give.